This is a separatory funnel. It's used to separate two immiscible liquids. At the bottom there is a stopcock, and right now it's closed when this is horizontal. But if I turn this 90 degrees, it's open and liquid can drain through. There's also a stopper at the top. At the very beginning, I want the stopcock to be closed because when I pour liquid in, I don't want it to fall through immediately. I also need some sort of a stand to hold this separatory funnel. This is an iron ring stand. I don't want the iron to scratch the glass, so I have some rubber tubing on it. So it's closed, and I want to pour my immiscible liquids through the top. In order to make this easier, I'm using a funnel. One of these liquids is organic, the other is aqueous. I've dissolved some copper 2 sulfate in the aqueous layer to dye it blue, but it's entirely possible that you'll be working with layers that look the same. A fairly common question I get asked is which layer is on the top and which layer is on the bottom. It depends on the densities. Whichever layer has the higher density is going to be at the bottom. So pay attention to the densities of your solvents, but also remember that densities can change when solutes are dissolved. One thing you can do to be certain is add a drop of water. Before you do this, be absolutely sure that you are not going to mess up your experiment by doing this. I am adding 1 drop of water, and I'm going to watch very closely to see which layer it's added to. It went to my bottom layer, so in this case, my bottom layer is aqueous. I want to mix this, and in order to do that, I need to invert it. I want to make sure I'm holding this stopper closed. So I'm holding it closed, and then it's safe to turn it upside down and mix it. It's entirely possible that I have gases building up, and I need to release the pressure. So I'm pointing the bottom into the fume hood and opening. Once again, releasing the pressure. Once I'm satisfied that I've mixed it properly, I'm putting it back in the ring stand. I just need to wait until the 2 layers separate. Depending on what they are, this might take a few seconds or it might take a long time. I'm going to collect the bottom layer, and the bottom layer is whichever layer is more dense. It is going to flow through the bottom when I open the stopcock, so I need some container to put it in. And importantly, I want the stopper to be out right now. If the stopper is in and liquid is flowing out the bottom, I'd be creating a vacuum. So I am opening the stopcock, and the bottom layer drains out into the container. I need to watch this closely because I need to close the stopcock right at the time when the bottom layer is done going through. I prefer to close it a little early and do a quick 180-degree turn just to let 1 more drop out. At this point, I can just pour the top layer out into another container. And I am done. My aqueous and organic layers are now separated.